Hey, Fofox, sorry. I was telling Monmouth without getting into too many details. I was in the bathroom and the bathroom wouldn't let me go, basically. So. Okay, so we need to go to Emma's room and see if she'll help me. Now, this is the thing I'm trying to remember. Last we knew, she was kind of half insane because of the whole Emily being killed and then Sarah not, in her mind, probably not paying for it. And my conversation with Emma kind of getting her to back down from killing Sarah. Emma kind of went a little bit crazy. And then we also had Emily in kind of the other world dimension in between. So, hey, Silhouette, welcome. Apologies for being late today. You can discuss further in the chat if you want. I think I'm done explaining it again and again. Anyway, so I'm trying to think. I guess that's our quest, right? Hopefully Emma has recovered, so she's not like crazy person. But I don't know. We also... So we finished with kind of the demon dimension or whatever it was, the mind dimension, whatever. Last time, we had been in that until the end, and then we came out, right? So I'm trying to think if there's really much that can be done if Emma is not well enough. But I guess that's what we want to do, is just go check with her, right? And see if she's doing okay. Oh, you just woke up? Okay, well, happy Sunday. Yeah, I'm guessing we're not going to find any more books. It's not seeming like that's going to happen. But since I'm around here, might as well check again just in case. Oops. Slight lag, but not bad. I can't even look, like sit down and look at that anymore. It won't even let me do that now. The game's like, screw you. You had 50,000 chances to do that. You're done. I'm assuming it won't let me go down to the docks, right? Oh, it will, technically. I mean, I have some free roam just in case there's something I missed down this way previously. And kind of a gardeny area here too, by the way. Oops. I cannot go left or right. That just automatically enters. Okay. I've never been really through here, I don't think, because I think... Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did check these sides previously. That's possible. Coin. But I feel like for the most part, I've not really... But maybe you never can explore this area, really. I feel like when I first showed up, though, it just kind of automatically took me inside. Royal jelly, but I'm not down any action points, so I really don't have anything to fill up. Let's see. Whoop, something on the ground. Another coin? No. Devil's Thorn. Ooh. That's useful. Although Somni was saying she really didn't use them much the last part of the game, so I may not end up using it either, actually. Coin, yeah, the collector's coin? Oh, have you not been... Did you not see those previously? I thought you were on this playthrough when I was picking up collector's coins, Mama. So...
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special.
So this may give me absolutely nothing, right? But I figured, while I still have some freedom of movement before the game's over, see if there's anything I've missed. I really haven't been out here except for the cutscene with Sarah, after which you immediately go back into the manor. So really, as far as free roam goes, I've not been out here since the beginning of the game.
What is... Yes! Yes! At last I found it! Al-Azif! Well, you gotta admit, you did give us a run for our money. Huh? A page has been torn out.
Expert trade unlocked, added Al-Azif to our inventory. That conveniently placed? I feel like that might be, this might be some kind of a trick. But maybe not.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
I suppose at the beginning of the game we didn't even know about Al-Azif, so maybe there's a reason we wouldn't have seen it earlier.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborrow.
Just says it might, but he doesn't do anything about it? Okay. I mean, thanks for the note, I guess. The mental note. So far, anytime I've had opportunity, I basically help people get off this friggin' island. I'm like, I do not want to be here still. And if I have to, you don't. So why don't you leave? Because this place is not safe. That's everything, I think, right? Yeah, except for picking up Al-Azif. Like, otherwise, I've got everything. Board. What did he say when I... Oh, is it a... Oh, it's royal jelly on top of the board, right. For some reason I was thinking the royal jelly was, like, after that. Okay, oops. Salt or something on my desk. Getting under my finger. Figure I might as well get it out of there so it doesn't get under my mouse and then start grinding on the desk or something. Can't even go out to that. Okay. I guess that's it. Okay. We'll go back up. And we already investigated this, so we just go back inside now. Alakazam! No. Al-Azif. Oh. I don't understand. That's okay, neither do I. I don't even think my parents understand, and they're the ones who named me. Okay. Alright, can I go through here?
I'd better get ready before I go.
Before I go. Into the dining hall? Oh, are we going to confront Mortimer in the dining hall? Okay. At this point, I'm mainly seeing if there are any books. I actually wasn't expecting to find Al-Azif out there. I didn't even know it would be there. I mean, I guess technically I did find a book. Not the kind I was thinking. I was thinking one that'll increase your attributes or whatever, your skills, right? Not like at this point in the game there's much to do in terms of increasing your skills. You're not really going to get much out of having them improved a bit. At some point, we'll work our way to her room. So there's an open book here, I would think maybe, but apparently not. Alright, I'm guessing we don't go back up here. Or maybe we can. Although, I've explored this enough times, unless something is spawned in between, I'm not sure that there really is going to be anything I'm going to find here. That's the thing about this family history. I've already been across these 500 million times. And I can no longer open the back room. So, yeah. Yeah, I think this is pretty much nothing. Yep, okay, this was a bust. That's fine. Just figured since I was here. Alright, so her room... That's that one. Isn't she, like, down over... Yeah, here. So I actually want to go... this way. All the way down and then to the end. So the opposite direction from what I'd been going, of course. And then it is here on the left. Yep. All right. Here we go.
Well, I hope Emma is fully recovered. Emma, excuse me for turning up like...
Louis, your timing is perfect.
I'm not so sure. Home is dead.
Killed by Mortimer?
How'd you know that?
Holm. He warned me that it was probably going to happen.
Looks like she's better.
Louis, I have brought Emily back from the ether.
I beg your pardon?
It was the last thing Holm did, as if to give us a chance of making it through. He guided me step by step just before he disappeared. Unfortunately, I could only bring her back in the body of a servant.
Oh. Well, that's interesting.
And how does she feel about it?
Right now, she's asleep next door. I must say that between that and all I had to tell her to sum up the situation, it was rather a lot to take in. But she should feel better soon. Let's just give her a bit more time. I don't want to rush you, but time is short. We are in great danger. When Holmes sensed his death was imminent, he warned me that we would be next.
It was to be expected.
But why attack us?
Wait, what? She's like, let's give her a little bit more time. By the way, time is short. Are we giving her more time, or are we rushing? Like, make up your mind. Yeah, apparently Holm allowed Emma to guide Emily's spirit into a servant. I mean, technically, we now know that Emma and Emily both are also daughters of Mortimer. So, Mortimer's children, as far as we know, the total Mortimer's children are Sarah, Louis, Emma, and Emily. All four of them are Mortimer's children. So, because they were Mortimer's children, they're demons also. Maybe not with powers, but they're still demons. So, Holm was able to, before he was absorbed by Mortimer or whatever, consumed or whatever, he was able to help Emma guide Emily's spirit to possess another human's body. Since she's a demon, as long as they have a body to possess, they're okay. Right? The reason Holm died was because the poison that Mortimer gave Holm to drink prevented him from leaving his body. And it was also poisonous to the human body. So Holm's human body was poisoned and dying, and Holm was unable to leave to find a replacement body. So he was trapped. And then Mortimer was able to come, and through some ritual or some demon something or other, he was able to come up to Holm in the ether and basically suck and eat his spirit. So Mortimer is a cannibal, effectively. He consumed his brother Holm. Okay, look at my list of weaknesses. I got to get it out again, but I believe she is not the one who is susceptible to psychology. Emily was susceptible to it. Yeah, she... Okay. Emily was vulnerable to psychology, but immune to logic. This is Emma, though. Emma is vulnerable to conviction, but immune to manipulation. That's neither of these. I guess this costs less, and it's a major skill of mine. She's not susceptible to it, but she's not immune either, as far as I know, anyway.
Good God, I know what he's thinking. He's obsessed with Cronus and Zeus.
That's true, but what's the connection?
He thinks he's both. Now one, now the other.
What do you mean?
Looking at the statue in the Great Hall, it's easy to imagine him as Zeus. And by doing away with his brother, he's about to start a war of the gods. I'll bet he's planning to attack his father, Emma. And besides that, he also thinks he's Cronus, devouring his children to ensure that none of his sons will turn against him.
In mythology, Kronos doesn't attack his daughters, if I remember rightly.
Are you serious? Do you really want to take that chance?
No, I was just saying. You can count on us. You wouldn't know how to defeat an ancient, child-eating, all-powerful demon, would you?
Well, believe it or not, he gave me the answer himself. We're gonna need the blood from a demon older than him. And it just so happens that I have the Holy Lance. It touched the blood of Christ.
What's the connection? You're not trying to say that Christ is...
I'll have to ask you to trust me on this one. Once this is over, we'll all have a few bones to pick, but for the time being...
All right, we'll follow you.
Good, let's go then.
Yeah, the whole we're demons is at the point, I think, at which things started to go sideways.
You were all right?
Yes, I feel a lot better. It's all a bit strange.
Sister, I believe we're ready for the end game.
Like, I was down with everything until they said we're actually demons, and then I was like, really? I mean, it's still decent, still overall done decently, but that's one of the major flaws I find in writing. A lot of people can come up with a solid base for a story and even good lines of dialogue and everything, and they do really well for like 75% of it. And then as soon as they have to get to the climax and the resolution, the plot just goes weird. There are a lot of movies and books and stuff that do that, unfortunately. Okay. So that's why when you start a story, you need to plot out the whole thing from the beginning. Know pretty much the entire thing, so that if you find the story's really kind of weak here, you rewrite that, change it or whatever, whether you change the plot entirely or just rewrite how it happens or something, but you fix that, you redo it again and again until you get something solid. Otherwise... Okay, so go and confront Mortimer in the dining room. Oh, was it? I never played the company. How did that turn out? Not well afterward then, after the first couple? I think that's what that's at least implied by what you're saying, right? Is that pretty much afterward not so much. All right. Hopefully, I mean, this game hasn't had it up to this point, except choose before the timer runs out. So hopefully this is not a timing thing that I'm going to get. That's too bad. Well, I mean, you know, there are... CD Projekt Red is an amazing developer from Poland. You also happen to have... what's their name? The guys that did the Dead Island games were also Polish. So somebody being from a particular nationality doesn't mean that they're going to be a good writer or not, right? Didn't understand the French perspective. Yeah, that's another problem. If you're going to go with actual history, like some Sharps, the Sharps series of books, and then of course movies afterwards with Sean Bean. If you're going to go do something that's historical like that, and there are multiple sides, you better be damn sure you can be neutral and like try to understand both sides as well as possible so you can write them well. Otherwise, it's going to show. You're going to have a bias and it's going to show, right?
Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't think I'm going to find any of the other books I was missing or whatever, so I think we're good. I've got them. The quest was saying I needed to get their help. I don't know why, but I need their help. So I've got them to get help, and then I've got the correct spear. Reviewed and re-reviewed, made sure I had the correct spear. I don't know what else is going to have to happen. We might have a confrontation or something. Eek, I don't want to jinx myself. I shouldn't have said that crap. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish the whole, like, the gathering of them and everything didn't have to do with world politics, really. I kind of wish that the council would have been more, like, nobles that are just, you know, they act like they're real nobles, but they're not actually real important people. So there's not actually George Washington or Elizabeth Adams or John Adams or like any of that stuff. Just people that are like in high society. You make up names and stuff. They're not actual people, but you have them represent people in high society who get together and do stuff, and then they like end up. It ends up being a murder mystery, which this kind of is, but it ends up being just a murder mystery or something. That I think would have been better, but. Yeah. Yeah, I think let's just go.
Yes. Let's get it over with.
Okay, here we go. See if I can do this. Take out my dad. Sorry, Daddy. You gotta die.
Louis, I've been expecting...
Oh, I see you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Dutch?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole thing.
Prize, father.
Emily,
What is with the lag and the
you
hiccups?
brought her back. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis.
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake?
Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head!
Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
You creatures are pitiful. Tell me, Emma, are you sure you were right to bring your sister back in that grotesque body?
Science and diversion are what he's immune to. So don't do diversion. Psychology, maybe?
On the contrary, Emma, Emily will be able to exist by herself. Once she's changed bodies, you'll finally be able to live your own separate lives.
No more resentment or comparisons ever again.
We'll be free at last, Emma.
Perfect.
Emily, you have always been the dominant one, and you expect me to believe that you're now going to simply hand over your whole life's work? You can't fool me, my girl. I can read you like a book.
Okay, she's immune to logic. I'm gonna Devil's Thorn this, see what will work on her. Okay, she's immune to manipulation. Don't use that. It's not timed, so that's good. I don't know if this is a good idea. The good times, because they were separated for so long, and she was not happy in her station as a spy. I'm thinking this one's a better one. Let's try this.
Emma, Emily, don't believe a single word of what he's saying. You both braved hell together. United, and that's the only way we can get out of here.
Louis is right, Emma.
Yes, you are right, Louis. We will not be misled by this kind of manipulation, Father.
Good. We stand firm. If this continues, Mortimer won't have any hold on us.
Emma, my dear daughter, let me help you. You have won. Look, you have it all. You are Duchess Hillsborrow. You are rich. You are young, beautiful, influential. I'm so proud of you. You are the one I've been waiting for. You know what she's like. You know she harbors vengeance in her heart. She'll never let you have all this to yourself. Never. I beseech you. Let me help you. Let me protect you, darling.
Look at her, trust your sister. Remember what Holm told us. He wants to devour us. Don't listen to him. He doesn't love you. Holm helped her, so that might be a good influence, right? Yeah, exactly. There's more of a secret cult feel. Exactly. Holm is an appeal to authority. They both, Emily and Emma, both looked to Holm and trusted him. And given that he died, but he helped them, I feel like this might be the choice.
Don't believe him, Emma. Look at what he did to Gregory, his own brother.
You have no idea who he really was. I knew him. I endured his bullying. He was a vicious manipulator. Look at yourselves. Why are you here? Who persuaded you to kill me? Your very own father. Don't you think that since your arrival here, at my home, If I really wanted to kill you, I would have had every opportunity.
Louis.
No, Emma, don't believe him.
But Louis, it's true. Who persuaded us to attack him? Who whispered a plan in our ears?
What can you say to dispute that?
Yeah,
Emma, look at her. Look at Emily. You know her. She knows you.
But
Go on. Look at her. It is her. She loves you. She's counting on you.
Emma, help us.
My sister.
Get him!
Louis! No! No, don't do it.
It's over. You've lost.
No, Louis. No, stop. Oh.
My son, you will regret your actions when you see him.
Come, Louis. It's over.
Let's leave.
when we see him, Al-Azif, is that...
As
Carry and
Mortimer had
comfort?
planned, Napoleon Bonaparte sold Louisiana to the United States after purchasing it from Spain. Bonaparte continued his political and military ascension until he proclaimed himself emperor. He went on to invade a large part of Central Europe. The legend of Napoleon persisted after his death, conferring on the emperor the role of Messiah for France. Remaining very popular, George Washington put an end to the various internal rebellions without violence and re-established trade agreements with Great Britain. Upon his death, he became a national hero and left an entire nation in a state of mourning. On his return to Spain, Manuel Godoy proceeded to give Louisiana up to France. Later on, he became the target of the Crown Prince of Spain, Ferdinand VII. The latter gave no respite to his mother's lover, going as far as condemning him to exile. He confiscated all of Manuel's titles and possessions, as well as those of his mistress, Pepita. Pursued, they ended up living out their last years in France in poverty and anonymity. The influence von Wollner had over King Frederick William ironically ended up working against him. The sovereign thrust him into increasing repression until the end of his reign. Von Wollner became the object of the people's hatred, was therefore stripped of his titles and land by the new king, and died in poverty to general indifference in the Prussian countryside. The Duchess, enabling Great Britain to build closer ties with the United States, on both political and commercial fronts, was her last diplomatic feat. She gradually withdrew from the English court and had to retire in the country, supported by her ever-present friend, the author Jane Austen. Some say that the Duchess inspired Austen's novel Emma, which became a bestseller in 1816. His Eminence, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the Cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic entanglements. Fascinated by the techniques involved in exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. Elizabeth's family did everything in their power to find her, based on indications provided by their friend George Washington. In vain, they lost her trail in the port of Brest in France, and no one ever saw her again. Sarah de Richet never returned from her trip to the English Isles. Her disappearance spelled the end of the Golden Order and was the object of gossip for almost 3 days at the court of France. On his return from Paris, Peyroux resigned from his posting as judge at the revolutionary courts. He withdrew to the south of France with his daughter until his death. No more was ever heard of Lord William Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was the subject of conversations in the European courts, but only for a few months.
Defeated Lord Mortimer using the Holy Lance. Defeated Lord Mortimer with my sisters. I brought Al-Azif back to the continent. I found Al-Azif and took it and brought Al-Azif back to the continent. I left the island safe and sound. I got help from the Hillsborrow sisters to confront Lord Mortimer. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think that would be an awesome place to live. Like, if Mortimer's dead and everybody else, like all the other servants are, you know, still in the house or whatever, you're the inheritor of the estate, presumably. Well, no, Sarah would be the inheritor, or the heiress, but Sarah disappeared. Nobody saw her again, right? And then I think you were the next in line child. I think it was, I don't know for sure. I don't actually know if they say, actually. The impression I got was it was Sarah, then Louis, and then Emma and Emily. But maybe it's Sarah, Emma, Emily, and then Louis. But of course, Emma went back to, oh, you know what? Maybe Emily inherited it. She was one of the servants' bodies. But maybe, well, she doesn't really have power, though. She can't really possess minds and stuff. I'm not sure. I don't know. Primogeniture, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, though. So apparently that was it. Apparently I succeeded. Okay. It was alright. I really liked it a lot until pretty much the last part of episode 4 and then all of episode 5. Then I really liked it until then. Then I just liked it, but didn't really like it. It kind of went downhill, took a weird turn and stuff, so, eh. Yeah, there were some interesting things in there. I wish there would have been a way to save, like or not save maybe, but I wish there would have been a way to prevent either of the Hillsborough sisters to die. But I don't think so, because Somni did the opposite of me. Somni had Emily live and Emma get killed. So I don't know that there's a way for them to both survive. I feel like there's not. I feel like one of the two of them will get killed. So I don't know. Most of the people there were just humans, people in positions of power, right? And so it's typical power story type of a thing, right? they live their life possessing a certain amount of power for a certain amount of time. They either successfully use that to benefit people, their people in general, and so they maintain the power till the end of their lives, or they misused the power in one way or another and paid the price. So I feel like, for example, yeah, first chapter was awesome, and I think that's part of its major appeal. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so that is the end of the council. Thought we had a little bit longer to go tonight, so let me see if there's something else. We could continue the Lake of Voices, or what was something that really recently oh yeah, I could do. We could do that. Do you guys want to? Would you guys have interested in watching me play Control? Maybe. That's a possibility. What else do I have in my library that's just not installed? Maybe I have something already purchased that I could play through. Yeah, they could have expanded the dialogue. Yeah. Oh, Still Life. Yeah, that's right. You were mentioning that. Yeah, is that on Steam? I could try to check that out. Yeah, the opposite of the faction. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'll play Still Life. Let's do that now. If I'm going to do that, I'll probably do Still Life 2 also. So let me also just buy both of them at the same time. And then I won't necessarily play it right in a row, depending, but I mean, then I'll have it for later as well. Yeah, that's I saw it when I searched for Still Life, it had both. Yeah, it's like $16 for both together, so that's super cheap. I could get that pretty easily. I agree. Boom. Okay, you give me a minute here to install. I don't know how big they are. They may not require much in the way of installation. Let me uninstall the console now. I might play it again later, but I'm not gonna do it now. Like, I might stream it later with different choices, but I'm not gonna do it right now. All right, so let's go ahead and end, quote unquote. I mean, I'll stay on the stream. You guys stay here. Don't go anywhere, okay? But I'm going to end this game with the usual outro and stuff just to conclude the series. So, and then we'll come right back afterwards. So, All right, that is it for the council. Thanks for joining me, guys. That's my playthrough. Yeah, like we were saying, solid the first 3 episodes, I think, especially the first one. Got a little weaker the 4th one. 5th one left me wanting, but that's what it is. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys in my other streams or my other uploads, as the case may be. Till next time, peace.
Poor Spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.